Hey guys, welcome back to the b.human podcast. We are back again. I know it's been a while since you've seen our pretty faces, but Aisha and I have been very busy for August, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
Last couple of months.
Last couple of months.
Pumped.
Fuck, we're in October nearly already. Yes, time has flown. We were under the pump. We ran 4 back-to-back events.
Yeah.
Were they back-to-back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each weekend.
Each weekend, and a few were interstate, so juggling life was pretty hectic, but we got through it, and it was great, and it's now given us the opportunity in time to lay down some different foundations, I think, for the direction we're heading with b.human. So on this episode, I guess we're going to discuss a little bit of what we did and where we're heading.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
I think it's important to have those breaks.
Yeah.
I think we get caught up in action and movement. Sometimes that actually feels overwhelming and very tiring. I think we came to that space as well, and then we reassessed and we thought, hold on, we need to sort of do the work that we talk about, reset patterns, really think about where we want to take b.human, what do we need to focus on more now, what our values are, really about the company itself. And I think this time we took so that, we can serve better, we can show up with more integrity, we have quality. I think it's really important that those are established at the start. And so, we took some time off, and this is season 3 of the podcast. We're not going to have this setting. This is just because it's going to be a public holiday tomorrow, so we've got to do it here.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's just
It's
a welcome
today.
back.
Public holiday's today.
Oh, it's today.
It's today.
I lied. It was
Due
today.
to Collingwood and bloody, who are they, Brisbane Lions?
Yeah. Should have been Carlton, mate. Should have been Carlton.
But we might have lost a city in the process. The good thing that you just mentioned as well was basically we needed that break for ourselves, because in the middle of all that, juggling other business and
Life,
we had fights, a pro fight on, we had heaps going on for August. I was feeling it.
Yeah, me too.
I remember looking at Jessie going, fucking hell, how am I going to I've just got to get through August. We're nearly there, week by week.
Yeah.
And what it also showed me, what it reignited in me, was that going forward, the things we have, exciting things we've planned for it, is going to need more capacity from me. Or me to be more solid in a way that expansive enough to go, you know what, I'm ready to take on something bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what, that's a good call. It revealed to us if this shit's real for us. Are we willing to grind?
Yeah.
Because I'm all for manifestation, calling it in, but you still got to work, right? I still have to, if I want to run, I still have to tie my own shoelace.
Yep.
So I think it really revealed to us, are we serious about it? Are we going to put in the work? And, we were both like, yeah, hell yeah. Like, we got so excited about creating this. And I feel like now we are so much more focused, have clear direction. And we're excited. Like, even, our merch is going to come out soon.
Yep, sure. Our website's in development, almost done.
Yeah.
Should we mention? Fuck. Sorry, guys, that was my phone. We've also got an app in development as well.
Yeah, bringing out an app, and this app is all about community. We really want to create a sense of community and connection. We want like-minded people to not feel separate and apart, and also create a space where curiosity is also inviting others to sort of step into this space, But it's going to be a blend of, look, we're all about real life, being able to live in a family life, having real issues, real work things, real concerns.
Real commitments.
And also apply this work. There's no point if this work feels like work to you. There's no point trying to journal and read books and, do the cold plunge and that if it's an added activity, because it's not serving its purpose.
Yep.
So, our I think mission is to actually integrate so that they add value to you. They don't add more freaking load to you. So
exactly.
I think
it becomes your life, your lifestyle in a way. instead of it feeling like a chore.
Yeah.
And that was the one thing that feedback I got from those events that we did as well was, a week goes by, 2 weeks go by.
Now what?
And they're falling to the same old habit and trend.
Yeah.
Previously, that they were in previously getting to the events. So the idea came about was, how do we keep contact with these people? How is there a connection not lost?
Yeah.
And I think as well, being the b.human movement and wanting the movement to be a movement.
The bigger thing.
So we needed to find a way where we can be in everyone's homes or lives or workplaces without physically being there all the time.
Yeah. And if we're not there, do you know what? You have programs, you have coaching, you have videos, you have other members that will hold you accountable and be responsible, right? Because it's important. Sometimes I dip.
Yep.
And I'm like, fuck, I'm tired, I feel like this. And, just watching you do your thing, and that maybe you're on an up then and you're like showing up every day. I'm like, okay, just looking at you doing that inspires someone.
Yeah.
Right? So, and just having a phone call or just knowing someone else is going through it. So I think that's a massive part. You're right. We need support no matter what. You can't do this shit alone. You can't, man. Our world doesn't cater for us to go off to a mountain and meditate for 20 years and then come back enlightened. It does not cater for that.
Yeah, because the reality is you'd probably come back and lose your mortgage or your rental.
Yeah.
Have nowhere to live and lose your job.
Kids are like, well, you left me.
We
don't have the option.
You know what I mean? Like, so there's got to be some sort of reality to it.
Yeah.
To what we're doing.
I love that.
And even coming back to accountability, right? Is I've started doing this thing, the Cold Water Club. So I got to a point where, talking about how much I needed to basically lay down the foundations for myself and make sure I'm ready to take on this big challenge that we've got, with this b.human growing so quickly as well. At times were challenging, but I had to make a decision to stop training my clients. Right?
Yeah.
So I personal train clients. I have been since I was 18. So a perfect opportunity came where I had to sit there and go, okay, am I going all in? We're going all in with this thing. How much attention does it need?
Yeah.
And then what most people probably would have thought, but you're going to lose money, income by not training these people. I said, yes, but at the moment, my time and my time's the most valuable thing. My energy is the most valuable thing, my mindset. And it gave me opportunity to do things that I didn't have time to do before. So one of the things was Cold Water Club, okay?
Yeah.
A group of really cool people catching up 6 a.m. during the week and not far from my house.
Every day.
Every day. Matter rain, hail or shine. And I've been doing it for probably 3 or 4 weeks, maybe 3 weeks straight now, 4 weeks with them. And we're actually going to have one of the main guys, the founders. His name's Jai. He's going to jump on one of our sessions soon, our podcast sessions. And
awesome.
We'll be able to talk more about it. But long story short is we take a photo every day, right? And what I started to notice was people know who are showing up. So you see the groups big, you see the groups small. You know when it's a bit colder that day. You know when the sun's shining that day. You know which day is going to feel harder and whatnot, right? And what I found was that the beauty about that was their way of holding people accountable as well, because then I'd bump into someone the next day and go, you know what, we saw, 3 of you rock up yesterday. We thought, fuck it, we're coming tomorrow.
Next, And what a nice way of being accountable too. It wasn't a pressure. It wasn't like you didn't come and, it was like, hey, they themselves saw the photo. They saw what it feels like to be in that photo. They imagine the achievement, the level of like, oh my God, this group.
And they know the feeling you get after accomplishing something challenging in the morning. And they wanted to feel that, so then they make sure they're there. They act, they take action.
Absolutely. I mean? And I think that's why we needed to take a break too, because 100%. Man, seriously, the fact that you became accountable to yourself, really, and you show up with integrity. I have told you so many times, especially just today when I met you again, I said, mate, you've changed a lot. Your face has changed, the way hairstyle's changed. But seriously, you've had a massive, people think internal change, I get it, but it impacts all levels of your life. I'm telling you, shows up in so many ways. And I think people are now, honestly, knowing who is in alignment and integrity, right? and who is just selling stuff, who is just showing something on a surface level, but they themselves are not doing the work. You know, that's going to break down somewhere, right? So I think the biggest part was that me and Zuz are always very careful with being very integral with how we show up. Don't speak about something we haven't tried or done. I don't want to do that. Yes, we still dip. I'm not perfectly doing my...
No, there's still the lows,
you know, but we're very good to sort of come back. We're very good to like, hey, you're allowed to fail, if that's what we want to call it.
Let's call it stumble maybe, or trip.
Yeah. And we still come back. And we're okay with that. And I think that's been a big part of why we wanted to do this too, for people to know that, hey, you know, we do this work ourselves. We apply this stuff to ourselves. If we're going to tell you to do cold therapy, mate, we're doing it. You know, we're telling you to meditate, we're doing it. If we're telling you to, you know, give up things, even let relationships fall apart. You know, things may die off. Hey, man, we've had die-offs, we've had deaths. You know, to know that, hey, yes, money might be at a loss here, but my passion, my purpose, my drive, what I want to create, what is of value to me now is more important. Yeah. We make those choices too, man. You know, like we take those calls too. Yeah. So I think this is why moving forward, I'm so excited about b.human, because next year's going to be massive. What we really want, have a big connection with you guys out there. And so the app, the merch.
Yep,
our website, the podcasts are going to be great. We're going to have guests on.
Yep,
we're growing.
Our events are going to be bigger.
Yep, absolutely.
Different venues.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we want people that would never ever think about doing this work be curious and even to try. You know, I want to open up that space for people to like explore these areas, because look, man, mental health issues are there. Yep. You know, anxiety, depression, all that is really surfacing. Self-harm. Yep. You know, loss of family and community, man. So much division right now, so much separation, so much that, you know, we want to actually do the opposite and say it doesn't matter. We just want a space where we're all connected in. Yep. Be one, be human.
That's what it's all about. So, yeah, guys, that's what this episode was really about. Just touching base with everyone again and letting you know.
We're back.
We're back. We haven't disappeared. We haven't fizzled out, so do not forget. We're just working on some really exciting things and really putting some effort in and grinding away to make sure that we can show up in the best version of us, to help everyone become the best version of themselves. So that's where we've been, and stay in touch with us and keep watching our episodes. And if you haven't, follow everything that we do, because it'll just make sure that you don't miss anything, especially with our new website that will be launched. You'll be able to keep up to date with a lot of our upcoming events. And if you're from anywhere that you haven't been to our events, or you'd like us to come visit your community,
reach out
through our website or DM us. But there'll be all that there, all those type of resources ready for you guys to use.
Absolutely. Be human.